In this video, we're going to solve inequalities. The inequality in part A is 3 times x minus 2 plus 2x less than negative x plus 2 between brackets. Now, in inequalities of this form, we first start by expanding. We start by expanding to eliminate the brackets. So I start by expanding this part here, 3 times x, that gives me 3x. 3 times negative 2, negative 6, plus 2x, less than. Now here, a negative sign in front of a bracket, it's like a negative 1 multiplied. So we expand normally, negative x, negative 2. Good. The next step is to simplify within on each side. It's to group like term. So I have 3x plus 2x. That gives me 5x minus 6 less than negative x minus 2. And now what we need to do is to put all the x's on one side, the numbers on the other side. So for example, negative 6 minus 6, I need a plus 6 to make it equal to 0. Now when we do plus 6 here, we do the same thing here. Now we group, this gives me 0. The other side gives me negative x minus 2 plus 6, that gives me plus 4. Now I still have this x on this side. I need to make it, to move it to the other side. So if I have negative x plus 4, I need plus x. Why? Because this and this give me 0. However, plus x here must also be done here. Simplify, and that gives me 6x less than, we said this with this gives me 0, and we are left with 4. I divide now, I have got 6x, I want x, so I divide by 6. 6 divided by 6 give me 1. Of course, when you divide both sides. You are dividing by positive number, so you don't need to change the symbol of inequality. Now 6 by 6 give me 1, 1x give me x less than, now 4 over 6 give me 2 over 3. So this is the solution using the inequality symbol. We now present the solution graphically on a number line. So a number line extend from minus infinity to plus infinity. Somewhere here we have got 2 over 3, and then we take the values that are less than. In interval form, we write the interval negative infinity to 2 over 3, and it's an open interval here. So it's an open interval here, open circle here, y, open interval here, open circle here. Why? Because it's less than, strictly less than. We now solve the inequality in part B. Now the inequality in part B has some denominators. The two denominators are 3 and 2. Now here what we need is a common multiple, and we need the smallest if possible. So what are the multiples of 3? We can make the multiples of 3 by multiplying 3 by 1, by 2, by 3, and so on. So 3 times 1 gives you 3, 3 times 2 give me 6, 3 times 2 give me, these are the multiples. The multiples of 2, 2 times 1 give me 2, 2 times 2 gives me 4, 2 times 3 give me 6, and so on. Now we need a common multiple between this list and this list, and we need the smallest. 6, 6. So the common multiple is 6. So the lowest common multiple, it's 6. We go now to our inequality and we multiply all terms by 6. So 6x plus 5 over 3 bigger than or equal to 6, and then negative x plus 2 over 2 here. We multiplied by 6, which is a positive number. No need to change the symbol of inequality. Now we continue by simplifying. 6 divided by 3, that gives me a 2. And then don't forget x plus 5. 6 divided by 2 gives me a 3. And then the expression. Now we expand as we did in part A. So 2x plus 2 times 5, 10. Yeah, 2x, 2 times 5. Now 3 times minus x minus 3x. 3 times 2 gives me plus 6. Same idea, we need the x's on one side. So for example, let's get rid of the negative 10 by adding a negative 10. So I add negative 10 here. Why? Because this will give me 0, 6. And then I do the same thing on the other side. So negative 10, negative 10. Simplify. 10, negative 10, 0. The other side, 3x. 6 minus 10, that gives me minus 4. Now this negative 3x must be moved. How? That's a minus here. That's a minus 4. So a negative 3x, I need the plus 3x to make it 0 here, and the 3x here. 3x and 3x. Good. Simplify or group. 5x greater than or equal to negative 3x plus 3x give me 0 minus 4. To go from 5x to x, we need to divide by 5 here and divide by 5 here, so that 5 over 5 give me 1. 1x is x. Now remember, I divided by 5. It's a positive number. No need to change the symbol of inequality. So this is the solution using the symbol of inequality. Now graphically, using the number line, extending the number line, extend from minus infinity to plus infinity. Somewhere here, it's negative 4 over 5. Now I'm closing the circle. Why? Because I've got the equal symbol. Greater than or equal. The solutions are greater than or equal, including the minus 4 over 5. And then using the intervals, closed intervals, be careful. And then plus infinity. So the solution using the inequality symbol, the solution giving using the graphical this is the graphical solution using the number line, and the solution using the interval. What to retain from here? Closed circle, closed interval, because of the equal. We now solve the inequality in part C. Now we have got a negative sign here in front of the bracket. This can be written as negative 1, and then we expand. Negative 1 by 2x, negative 2x. Negative 1 by negative 2 plus 2. Less than or equal 3x plus 12. So we need to put the x's on one side, the numbers on the other side. Now let's start by getting rid of the plus 2 here by adding negative 2 on both sides. So negative 2 here, negative 2 here. And the purpose is that 2 minus 2 gives me 0. 12 minus 2 gives me plus 10. Now I need to move this 3x by adding negative 3x. So 2x less than or equal to 3x plus 10. This 3x with minus 3x will give me 0. So minus 3x here, minus 3x here, both sides. Simplify. So 3x minus the x 0, and that I'm left with the 10 here. Now, negative 3x, negative 5x, I need to divide by negative 5. So negative 5x divided by negative 5 here, and the other side 10 divided by negative 5. Now, here, this is very important. We need to flip the symbol of inequality. Very, very important. So it's very important when you divide or you multiply the terms of an inequality by negative number, you flip the symbol of inequality. This is what we did here, because we divided by negative 5, which is a negative number. Now we simplify negative 5 by 5, that gives me 1x. 1x is x greater than or equal to negative 2. So this is the solution of the inequality using the symbol of inequality. Now using the number line, so somewhere here between minus infinity and the plus infinity, we have our negative 2, and then we need the numbers that are greater than or equal. So greater than or equal. Now including the negative 2, because there is an equal, so that's why we close here the circle. Now in interval form, closed interval, 2 to plus infinity. So closed interval, closed circle, because of the equal sign here, greater than or equal. Now, the most important things to retain from this video is the when you have to expand expressions, you need to expand them first. The second thing, it was about the inequalities with fractions. So you look for the common denominator, you multiply all terms. And then the third thing to remember, and it is very important, is that when you divide or multiply terms of an inequality by negative number, we need to flip the symbol of inequality.